Hi guys, it's Jason from the West Yorkshire Football Show. I wanted to do an instant reaction to the signing of Jaka Bijol, but I thought I'd also touch on the signing of Lucas Meka. First off, we'll start off with Meka. For most of us over here, we know a little bit about Lucas. He started through the Manchester City Academy, did make appearances at first team level, and then was loaned out to Middlesbrough and Preston in the Championship, I believe. Never particularly hit the heights over in the Championship, but has done really well over in Wolfsburg. You know, being a mainstay for them for a couple of seasons, and I think his top level experience is at a good age, 26, 27 years old, and I think given the fact that he fills a homegrown quarter position and is in his mid 20s and he's on a free transfer, I think this is a really smart signing. It comes in as a bit of a backup option to whoever else we sign in that number 9 slot and Yo Pero. So I don't think we can be too unhappy about this signing. I think it's a signing that we would probably expect any team towards the bottom end of the Premier League to make, or the Bundesliga. You know, Wolfsburg are no mugs. They're a good side, so I'm happy with it. I think it makes a lot of sense and it gives us that squad depth that we need while not spending anything. So yeah, happy overall with that as a signing. Now let's get on to Jaka Bijol, because this is one that I'm extremely excited about. For some, they might not know much about him. Slovenian international, over 60 appearances at a really good age. You know, playing in top level in Serie A with Udinese, who have got a bit of an eye for a player. You know, he's also played, I think it's over 60 games for Moscow. Before that, he's certainly travelled. He played for Hanover as well. He's a towering presence of a centre back. He gives us that physicality that we just don't have, and I do think this will see the end of Pascal Struijk starting games for Leeds United. I think Bijol is a perfect replacement while not being left-footed. I think we've been a little bit institutionalised into thinking that we have to have a left-footed and a right-footed centre-back since Bielsa. That's kind of how we've always set up, mainly because Pascal's been one of the two starting options for the last 2 or 3 seasons. So I don't see that being the case. I think this is a signing to play alongside Joe Rodon. I think they complement each other particularly well. Joe Rodon's got fantastic recovery pace, and Bijol is brilliant in the air. He's a towering presence. He's strong. He reads the game extremely well. He will be tough tackling in the tackle, and he will, I will presume, be the ball playing centre back of the two. He's pretty good with the ball at his feet. The one negative that Bijol has got is he's not particularly quick, which is why I think Joe Rodon will complement him perfectly. At £22 million, I mean, we've been back in the Premier League, well, not even 2 minutes, and we're already making statement signings. This feels like a very educated signing, one that could go on to potentially cast us some future funds down the line. I think it's got massive potential resale value, given his age, given his profile, given the money that we're spending on him. I would imagine that this is one that the club have seen that could potentially recoup us double, treble the money if the signing lands in the way that we expect it to. There was late interest from Newcastle, we're told. Whether that was just agent talk to bump up a little bit of a wage hike, we're not sure, but that's what we've been told. I think this is just a wonderful signing. I don't think it's a signing that Burnley and Sunderland, with all respect to them, could make. I think it's one that only out of the promoted side of Leeds United could make. Again, this is maybe me being, or Leeds fans being, you know, a little bit having that chip on the shoulder, but I think it's the truth. I think Jaka Bijol would get into pretty much any team in the bottom half of the Premier League, maybe even a couple of the ones that'll hope to finish in 8th or 9th. I don't think he'd be out of place at all, so I think this is a fantastic signing. I'm absolutely delighted. And more of these, please, 49ers. Like, this is the kind of recruitment that we need to make to have a real good chance of staying up in the Premier League. So, yeah, very happy with this. Quick instant reaction to both signings. Absolutely delighted with Jaka Bijol. And let's see what else is to come soon. And me and Brownie will be back tomorrow, we hope, with a bit of a latest on Leeds. And we will go over these in more depth. See you then.